It's Madden NFL 23. And coming up, we'll see Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He had the D's number a week ago, over 150 yards rushing. It's the Chiefs and the Chargers, and it's all up next.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles.
Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on 10 between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game, and leading the way, already a star in just his third season, it's Justin Herbert.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. But the Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Mahomes going to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught at the 10.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and goal from the 6. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Again, Edwards-Helaire.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Harrison Butker, kickoff 14 to 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here at 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll go right back to Spiller here on 1st down. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Justin Hopkins for the Charger field goal.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Mahomes now on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on the field
say
is
the knee
reversed.
was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd and 12, Herbert got his man. It's Williams. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. Touchdown, LA! Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Good, grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage and making sure he got to the end zone. That's a big-time play right there.
Just a 4-play drive that time.
And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
All right, Charles, and we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Not the kind of game that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand.
Holding. Offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Mahomes to throw once more. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling as the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin by looking at division rivals in the AFC West, as it's Las Vegas heading up to take on Denver. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, let's head over to Highmark Stadium to check out what's happening with the Bills. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Josh Allen, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Dak Prescott has thrown a touchdown pass. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Former first-rounder Clyde Edwards-Helaire ready to go here.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble.
He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
It's a gain of 34.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now here's Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can see what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. Does the big boy have the juice? And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. He wanted to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And some room to work. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done. I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, Remember, we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone will come free.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this third. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the 4th. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st down, Kansas City.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, and then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dive defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
At the 38-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 38, Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Allen.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
To the air again, Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. first down, Justin Herbert.
Well, this is caught by Williams.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a first down in field goal range already. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Touchdown!
Mike Williams
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers have taken a fourth quarter lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 21-16. A minute 39 to go. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
62 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Mahomes to throw it.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Holding. Offense.
That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney. Mahomes finding Kelsey. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mahomes will throw. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Treated into an excellent game today, capped off by that second-half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who had a halftime, and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for the Chargers, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4 and 6.